Hey, eighth graders. So today what we're going to learn is how to find the unit rate of a graph. And this is easier than anything we've done so far with unit rates. So when you're looking at a graph, and I'm not going to have you, if you want to take notes in your notebook, that's fine. If you want to write a little note of, how to solve it, that's okay too. But I'm not going to do any notes in my notebook today. So you don't have to if you don't want to. What we are going to do is look at these examples. I have 4 of them, and then there'll be a Google form for you to try with 3 examples, okay? So what you do is when you are asked to find the unit rate of a graph, here's what you need to do. You need to look at your graph, and on this x-axis, find where there's 1, okay? So on x-axis, here's my 1 right here. I need to then go up from 1. Let me pick a different color here. I need to go up from 1 and see where that hits my line. So my line hits 1 right here, okay, right at that point where I stopped. I'm going to look over to the left and see what number that's at. Well, that's at 6, okay? My answer for my unit rate is just that number on the left, that y-axis, 6 over 1. Boom, that's it. You find 1 on the x-axis, go up to where it hits the line and see where that's at on the y-axis, okay? So let's scroll down. Here we go. And let's do it again. So this graph goes up by 0.5 as you can see here, 0.5 each time. We need to go up from 1. So I'm going to go over, that's 0.5, so that's not 1. And here's 1. I'm going to go up to my line. Boom, right? This line, I'm seeing where it hits the graph when the x-axis is 1. Well, it hits right here. I'm going to look over to the left, see where that's at. And it hits at 4. So our unit rate is going to be 4 over 1. Now, it's not 1 over 4 because if you remember when we talk about unit rates, 1 is always on the bottom. A unit rate is over 1, something over 1. So it's not going to be 1 over 4. It's going to be 4 over 1. Okay, let's try another one. Oh. Okay, we are going to look at this graph, and it says your instructions would say, find the unit rate using the graph. All right, we can do that. On our x-axis, our left and right, we're going to go over to 1 and then up to our line and see where it hits. Boom. Go over to the left. What number is it at? 2. Our answer is 2 over 1 for our unit rate. I have one more example for you. Now, the only difference between these 3 examples up here and this example is that my line that I'm looking at is now going down. It's a negative slope. So it's not going to affect anything for us for this example. We're still going to go over to 1. There it is. Go up to our line and see where it hits our line. Boom, right at that dot. Go over to the left, and it's at 80. So our unit rate is 80 over 1. Okay, that is all for the unit rates from graphs. Okay, so you are going to hop over. Let me find it. There we go. There's a Google form on your agenda today or on your slides. So you're going to click on this Google form. It asks for your name like always, and then it has 3 problems that it wants you to try, and they're multiple choice. Okay. So you're going to go over to 1, and then this one goes down, but where does it hit your line? At what point? Okay, so that's what I need you to do today. Do your Google form, and then if we look at your agenda, it tells you to watch the video, which you're doing right now, and we're almost done. It wants you to complete the Google form, and then you need to finish Desmos if you haven't finished it yesterday. Remember, it's just 2 activities, one from the first box, one from the second. If you're not sure where that was or how to get to them again, it's right up here.